Your receiving era starts now. Yes, your receiving era starts now. You have embodied and remembered, be still and know that I am God. You have rested in God's love. You have relaxed and enjoyed the bloom. And now you are receiving all of the goodness that God has to offer. So let me be the first to welcome you to your receiving era. And if you're new here, my name is Ty. This is Lucid Luxury, where we remember who we are, embody our wealth identity, and experience financial prosperity. We are in our kingdom of heaven. And remember, the kingdom of heaven is a state of mind, it's a state of being. So it's a choice. And we are remembering together. I usually do my quantum jumps on Fridays, but I have been called to this quantum jump all day. So I was like, okay, let's just do it today. Let's just do our quantum jump today so we can be in our receiving era starting this Lionsgate. I'm so excited, y'all. I have so much to share. And I'm going to use a lot of my notes because I want to give you this transmission the way that my higher self, my divine, gave it to me. And I want to do it word from word. So I'm going to be active in the chat, but I'm going to be active in the chat after I give this transmission because I want to make sure you get it. It was so good. I have been fasting. I was in prayer and meditation at 5 a.m. So I'm telling y'all, this download, this transmission is so good. And I've just been excited to share it. So let's get into it. Okay. So y'all saw, if y'all haven't already, make sure you check out the post. And it was faith equals magic. Faith equals manifestation. And in this receiving era, your radical faith that you have been practicing is all about practicing radical faith for receiving. I want y'all to keep that in mind. We have been practicing radical faith over the last few months. We are now practicing it for receiving specifically. So keep that in mind as we're going throughout the video. And it's funny because there has been a verse that I have been meditating on lately. It was, what verse is it? Okay. It was like, by your faith, let it be done. And it was like, okay, so by your faith, this is how you're going to receive. So this is why I want you to be practicing radical faith in receiving. We've already practiced the radical faith to get us through certain aspects of our life. We are now practicing radical faith for receiving. So now I'm going to read y'all the transmission because I want to make sure that you get it, because this is truly going to change your life. Again, just listen to the words as I read. Trust that the divinity in me is speaking to the divinity in you, and you are getting every single thing that you need to get. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so the download that I received was, it's time to truly surrender. Surrender to radical faith. And I'm not talking about a cutesy passive surrender. I mean some deep God surrender. I mean surrendering beyond belief by trusting here and now that it has all already worked out. Again, it has all already worked out better than your human self could ever imagine. Remember, whatever you asked, past tense, for in prayer, believe you have received it and it shall be yours. For the love of God, literally, for the love of God, now is the time for you to have faith in all that you have been praying for. It's no point of praying without believing. That's pretty much what the verse was saying. So faith that you have already done, you've already received, this already done. Stop trying to control outcomes by allowing your avatar to lead. I'm not going to lie or sugarcoat it. Your avatar is going to lead you straight to hell. Because keep in mind, hell and heaven are states of beings. So keep that in mind. So when I say hell, I mean a state of being. Your avatar, your humanness is going to lead you straight there because you're trying to control reality backwards. But let's get into that. Okay, by trying to control the 3D and the outcomes in 3D, I'm telling you, you're doing it backwards. Literally just said that. And you'll be disappointed and depleted every single time you try to fix the 3D. I'm going to tell you, I have been a completely different person over the last, I just want to say over the last month. When I say I feel the internal shift within myself, like for me, reality has been 100% different. It was already good, but when you pray for God to show you how good it can get, God has been showing me how good it can get. So let's keep going. Okay. Okay, yeah. So over the last few weeks, one of the biggest lessons that I have remembered and been practicing that has truly shifted my external state is the only reality that exists is your internal state of being. Once I realized the internal state of being is the only true reality, I promise you things are going to shift. But you really have to accept and believe that manifestation, the term manifested, is simply a term that we created to describe the process between having an internal shift to the 3D matching it. I don't even like to say that the 3D. So for me, I don't even like to call the 3D reality anymore because it's not reality. The only real reality is the internal reality. 3D is simply a mirror of that. I want y'all to truly understand that. Okay, so let's get back into it. Okay, so this is going to change the game for you. When you truly accept that reality is internal, it is going to change the game. I do not care about what these circumstances look like. I don't care if you are at the last second and has went past the second when you needed something to change. Stick to the decision that it has already shifted, because think about how many times have you needed something in a time crunch and it went past the time crunch and it still worked out, because 3D is literally, this is the good part. 3D is literally a dimension of illusions. The whole 3D reality that you see is a dimension of illusions. And when that had clicked for me, it changed the game. So let's keep going. This part was funny. So the 3D is a dimension of illusions. It's a not so fun house. That's how I started seeing the 3D. Like, it's a not so fun house. It's like a fun house of mirrors. So let's keep going. So it was designed to keep you stuck, confused, and you keep meeting the same illusions over and over and over again. You're looking in the mirror and trying to change your reflection. You're trying to change what you see in the mirror. No, you're doing it wrong. You have to change the you that is walking up to the mirror in the first place. So stop trying to look in the 3D and make these changes in the 3D. You have to change before you walk up to the mirror. Got it? Good. Okay. So lucky for you, the guide you knew this. The guide you knew that this 3D is the illusion of it mirrors. The guide you actually created this way. And we're going to get into why. So the guide you knew this would happen and created a back door for you to get out of the not so fun house. Your subconscious mind. The back door is going to be your subconscious mind. When you really embrace that the only reality that actually exists is a state of mind, you will detach from the 3D, the veil will fall, and you will start seeing the 3D for what it really is. The 3D is a playground for your guide self. I'm telling you, when y'all really understand that this 3D is a playground for your God self, you would play and make it foreplay. Y'all, I'm going to get more into the notes, but the 3D is a playground for pleasure, and we're going to talk about why. So let me see where I was. Okay, so the 3D is just a place for you to exercise your power. So God created the 3D intentionally to be a fun house. Because this is the good part. Your faith is your power. What is the point of being God if you have unpracticed faith? I feel like for me, that is what clicked, because it is easy to have faith when things look good. But your God self, your all-powerful God self, wants to practice faith. So your all-powerful God self is going to put you in certain circumstances to practice your power. Okay, so if you say that you walk by faith, not by sight, Let me test that. Let me practice that. What about this circumstance? What about this? What about that? All of these things is for you to play and practice your faith. It's truly to build up your power. We've already practiced with mustard seed faith. We now have radical faith in our receiving. So let's keep going. I promise you I'm going to get to y'all comments. It's just so good. Okay. So the whole point of this is for you to practice your radical faith here and now, for you to practice your power. This is how you're going to remember who you are, by practicing faith. Faith is your power. Okay, so this one was such a cute little exercise. So moving forward, I want y'all to practice and exercise your power. I want you to practice radical faith internally. I don't give a damn what it looks like. And I'm saying this because even over the last month, y'all, my faith has been tested beyond anything that I could even share on this YouTube live. But again, my God self knew that I was going to do this. So I stood steadfast in my faith regardless of the circumstance, and it worked out 1,000,000 times better than anything my human avatar could have imagined. This is why I'm speaking on this shit now, because I know that your faith is your power, and the 3D is going to test it every single time, because the 3D knows that you're God, knows that you created this entire experience, and wants you to practice your power despite the damn circumstances. So let's keep going. Y'all, I'm so hyped. Okay. So I want you to call your power back, meaning take all that faith that you placed in your external circumstances and place it all back into your faith. So the same faith that you have in a pilot that you never even met, probably won't even see on a plane, to fly a plane sky high and land it safely, have that same damn faith in you. The same faith that you have that you're going to get a check in 2 weeks because you worked these 2 weeks, have that same damn faith in you. I promise you, exercise that same faith within yourself. That is going to be how you change your life. Okay, so let's keep going because it keeps getting good. Okay, so your homework is going to be, I want you to call your power back during this 888 Lionsgate. I feel the energy. I know that it's a powerful energy, and it's a powerful energy because the collective says it's a powerful energy. And once a collective group of people come in and claim it, it becomes synergy. So use the synergy. So use this 8-8 portal to call your power back and practice your faith. I want you to meditate on faith, trust, and surrender. And what I mean by that is faith equals trust, trust equals surrender. So allow whatever reveals itself when you're meditating on that to work through you. Do not try to control your meditation. Do not try to make it mean something. Just meditate on faith equals trust and trust equals surrender. You can type that in the comments because I really want y'all to meditate on specifically on those words. Okay. So these 3 things is going to be your key. It's going to be your recipe. It's going to be your map to really unlocking that receiving error. And when I say receiving error, I don't know if y'all remember, but a couple of months back, I had made a video about God's goodness, and I had said with the capital G. And this very moment is why God had me make that video, because at the time I even said, I don't even know what this means, but I know it means something. It's because in this receiving era, in this season of your life, you are receiving God's goodness with a capital G. But goddess, princess, God, however you identify, you have to believe this to be true for you. You have to claim it and stand 10 toes down in that shit. For me, in this receiving era, I stand 10 toes down in my radical faith. When I say this shit is unshakable, it is unshakable. I do not give a damn about any other circumstance. So let's keep going. I love y'all so much. Okay. So what I also will say, I won't say that faith equals trust equals surrender. You need those 3 things to manifest. But here, y'all know we practice longevity. So we want our manifestations to actually land and stay, not be fleeting, not come and go. We practice longevity. So the whole point here is to be sustainable. So if you desire to receive without fearing loss, you desire to receive without fearing like the other shoe will drop, I want you to practice Faith equals trust equals to surrender. This is going to be the key to unlock sustainability and substantial receiving. And we're going to underline substantial. This is substantial God's goodness. Okay, so I have a quick exercise and I'm going to read the comments. I want y'all to do this. If it's safe, I want y'all to do this here and now. I feel like I've been so hyped. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to, so I'm going to get y'all, let y'all calm down. I want you to close your eyes and I want you, while your eyes is closed, your eyes are closed, yes. I want you to stick out your pointer finger. So once you stick out your pointer finger, I want you to picture a beautiful butterfly landing on your finger. Yes, you've pictured this beautiful butterfly. Now, I want you to think about, how does this beautiful butterfly feel on your finger? Does it tickle? Yes, okay. So as you're looking at this beautiful butterfly with your eyes closed, what color is this butterfly? How do you feel? How are you looking at the butterfly? Are you looking at it with beauty, awe, curiosity? Keep your eyes closed. Okay. Now, as you watch that butterfly with your eyes closed fly away, I want you to slowly open your eyes. Okay. I want y'all to practice this exercise for the next 3 days. Before you get out of bed, as soon as you wake up, I want you to close your eyes, picture this butterfly, fully immerse yourself in the experience, watch it fly away, then open your eyes. Yes, and I'm not telling y'all why y'all doing this. This is very intentional. So you're going to have to practice that faith equals trust equals surrender. I'm so glad it made you smile. It made me smile too when it came to me in meditation. Okay, so with all that being said, I want to be the first to welcome you to this era. I am so happy for y'all. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. The bigger the faith, the bigger the blessing. The bigger the faith, the bigger the blessing. I want y'all to practice the most radical faith. Okay, so let me read y'all questions. Thank you. I missed y'all so much, y'all. I've been trying not to cry because I have been like crying happy tears so much. Thank you for the compliments. I'm glad it made you smile. Yes, we can talk about revision. Let's start there. So I'm going to work my way up, y'all. And I got time. I'm going to kick it with y'all as long as y'all going to have me. I got time today. Okay, so revision. Revision is one of my favorite things, and it's more so my favorite now because I'm coming from it from a different level of awareness. If you are new to revision, I highly recommend, this is my recommendation, do not try to understand it. You do not need to understand revision for it to work. And if you are new to manifestation, it is best that you do not understand revision because you're not able to put resistance. If you try to understand something, you tend to add resistance to it. So do not try to understand it. Just simply revise any event that you want to experience and let it play out. So if there's something that happened and you don't want it to happen, picture it another way and let it play out. Do not say, oh, I don't understand how that's going to happen. How do I? That shit don't matter. You don't have to understand that. But for my advanced manifestors, I'm going to tell you why revision works, because every single moment is a standalone moment. The past, the present, and the future. It is a standalone moment. It is not connected. Our human self looks at time as linear. Time is not a linear process. So whatever you are claiming here and now, that's it. What it is. I don't care what it was a second ago. What you are claiming now, that is what it is. And I'm telling y'all, when y'all start experiencing time as not a linear thing, it is going to be chef's kiss, but you have to allow yourself. One thing I want y'all to know, your God self is only going to allow you, your human avatar, to receive what you allow it to receive. If you're not open to certain concepts, you're not going to receive it. So all you have to do is claim that you're open to it and allow the 3D to wow you. Be open to magic. Be open to faith. Be open to love. Be open to receiving. If you are here, you are open. Come to God with an open heart because you are allowing God's goodness to flow to you and through you. And for me, my biggest thing with creating this community is to awaken y'all to your power so that you can awaken others. Because for me, the beauty that I have been experiencing, it's like I just want to tell y'all everything. And it's kind of hard because it's hard to put in words. So I'm like, a lot of the times what made me stop going live, because I'm like, it's so good, God, but I need you to allow me to deliver in a way that others can receive it. Okay. So let me see. Feeling anxious is the most annoying part. Princess, we're going to have to tell me what we was talking about. Perfect time. Reminder. Thanks. Thank you, Princess, for telling everyone to like the live. Let me see. Thank you for the compliments. Like every time I think about doing it, I feel emotionally attached to that bracelet, but I wonder if that's God calling me to trust. Yes, y'all, when I say surrender, this is another thing what I had wanted to talk about, because I see a lot of people say, oh, surrender, surrender, surrender. Y'all cannot practice surrender passively. If you are going to claim that you have faith, you have to have faith in your surrender. You have to have faith that you now trust God to work it all out. Your humanness is so limited and God is an infinite being. So if you allow God to deliver magic to you in infinite ways, I promise God will, but you have to be open to it. And again, you are a powerful being, so you are going to always want to practice your faith. So even if your God self decides to practice that faith past the time that you needed something to happen, that is what you chose to experience. But again, it has worked out for you 100% of the time because you're still here. So trust in that. And when you realize that, I promise you things will start manifesting for you instantly because you are now trusting in God's love. Like it don't matter. Nothing can shake you. You are trusting, standing 10 toes down, standing steadfast in your faith. That is what's going to unlock doors for you, Goddess, is when you stand 10 toes down in that faith. Okay, let me see what else. Let me see. Okay, it was a car accident. I'm revising, didn't have it. There was no damage. Yes, that is, and I'm not going to say easy because we all come from different levels of awareness, but that is simple. All you have to do is say it never happened. And however the 3D, but I want you to keep in mind, we're still human. We still experience this humanness. So even if you said it never happened, that just simply means the circumstances in your reality is going to rearrange for it to appear that it never happened. No type of impact to you, no type of financial, nothing. It's just going to rearrange as if it never happened. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I have the trippiest revision story that just happened. So I went out of town and they took a lot of money out of my account. And I was like, oh, hell no. So I called the bank and they gave me back. But y'all, when I checked, it was like it never happened. The money never left my account. I can't even find the email where I had reached out to the bank. But that is the timeline that I am operating on because I'm open to magic. I'm open to mystical. I'm open to trippy. Like that is how I live. Like for me, that type of shit is foreplay. I love trippy, magical, whimsical, unbelievable manifestation because I'm open to that. I have no fear in that. I have no fear. And this is why I like to put that disclaimer, because if you're not there yet, don't be open to that. But once you get there, this is why I say faith loves to be practiced, because once you continue to practice in your faith, you're practicing your power and you become open to magic. You become open to illogical manifestation. But that happens when you practice your faith. So I don't care where you are on your journey, continue to practice your faith because that allows your subconscious mind to be open to the unbelievable. Okay. Every time I thought the solution will come today, that specifically comes to mind. Okay. I feel a bit guilt but I'm claiming it didn't happen. And you're going to have to let go of that guilt, lovely. That guilty feeling, you're going to have to let it go. That is simply your humanness. You have no reason to feel guilty because it's going to work out for you 100% of the time. But allow God to move through you. Y'all, I feel like I've been saying this in every video because this is kind of the whole point of us experiencing the 3D is to experience yourself as God. And God has zero limitations. But again, is that true for you? I can say this all day, but you have to ask yourself, is it true for you? And if the answer is yes, allow the 3D to rearrange to meet you there. Again, the 3D is simply a mirror of your internal state of being. Manifestation is simply a term that we use to describe the 3D mirror in our internal state. That is all that this is. I feel like we have overcomplicated this entire experience. But as you go through deeper levels of awareness, you'll realize just how simple all of this shit is. Like manifestation is literally just a physical act. It is nothing special. We have watered it down, but it's simply just the time in our humanness, the time between our internal state and our 3D state. So it's the time between our 3D state trying to match our internal state. It's the time that the shifts are happening. That's all manifestation is. Because I promise you, every thought is going to manifest in some capacity. And I know this because this is what I've been practicing. This is why I say we do not entertain what we don't want to experience because we're not giving our power away. If it's costing you your energy, it is too damn expensive. Be mindful of the thoughts, be mindful of the words you're speaking, be mindful of your environment because you are creating every single manifestation. Sorry, I got this beautiful water. I've been drinking eternal water, which is so fitting. But again, be mindful of everything. Y'all, when I say everything is connected and everything is spiritual, I am not just saying that. And when you start to experience it for yourself, you're going to see you've already had these little experiences when you see synchronicities, when you have that deja vu. Those are on the most middle skill level, but you have to be open to it and realize every single thing you're doing, you are choosing to do. It is an intentional action that you are taking. So be conscious of that. This is why we don't want our unconscious thoughts to manifest because they will. So be conscious of every thought. I'm not saying you have to nitpick, but come from an awareness that you are creating this entire experience for yourself. What do you want to experience, Goddess? Okay, let me see. It's not even someone's ponder self that why it sticks out to me. I'm not even someone that ponders self stuff. That's what sticks out to me. I'm definitely treating myself too. Yes, girl. I thought about it before this, but I was like, let me get this out. Let me get this out. I got to get rid of stuff and time consuming. I got rid of stuff that was time consuming, keeping me in. Yes, I'm so proud of you, Goddess. Keep on this journey. Y'all, I say this because, first of all, we have to do this 3D anyway. Like, we're going to do this 3D experience anyway. We might as well enjoy it. We might as well make it foreplay. What are you waiting on? That is what I want y'all to stop doing. Stop waiting for the 3D to give you permission to live your damn life. Live your life now and watch the 3D rearrange. But when y'all are doing this, because y'all, this is another important thing. Because even though I'm saying all of these things and you're receiving it, but if you're doing this from a state of being where you're still in lack, you're going to have unfavorable experiences. So I need you to do whatever you can, because I can't tell you what to do. Whatever you can do to put you in a state of goodness. So whatever feels good to you, do that as you're taking your intentional actions, as you're doing your natural next steps. Make sure you're doing this from a state of goodness, not a state of fear, not a state of lack, not a state of need. Do it because it feels good to you. This is another thing, if you're on, wherever you are on your journey, but if you're on a space where you feel like everything feels forced, stop trying to manifest. I just want you to do things that you enjoy. You can have zero intention behind it. The whole point is to get you in a state that feels good. And from that state, you take action. Don't do it backwards. Don't do it and then it'll make you feel good. Feel good first and then do it. Again, the 3D is a mirror. So we tend to do things in the 3D, but not you, if you're here, backwards. So instead of trying to take action and then I'm going to feel good, I'm going to feel good first. And then I'm going to take actions from that state of being, from that state of awareness. Yes, but Princess, when I tell you, y'all, I did not think I would make it out of July. Like, July was one of the hardest months that I've had in years. And if y'all know I'm saying years, I was homeless a year and a half ago. And July still was harder than that. But when I say when you get on the other side of it, I feel like for me, that was the biggest test of my faith. God was like, okay, you're practicing radical faith. How are you going to stand 10 toes down in this situation? And I stood 10 toes down in that situation. And what happened after, this is why I say I don't give a damn how it looks. I don't care if you're coming up to the last second and past it. Stand 10 toes down on your faith because that is what's going to change your life. I feel like July was hard for me because my state of mind just was not where it usually is. Like I'm usually playful, all of the things, and I just was not in July, and it was so difficult. I felt like every situation felt like a concrete boulder. But whew, that's over with. Yes, it literally elevated my mindset. That's why I say I don't care what circumstances look like because again, if you are a master manifester, if you are an alchemist, if you are a goddess, a priestess, an empress, if you are those things, if you're claiming to be those things, the 3D is going to test that shit every single time. And it is up to you to stand 10 toes down every single time because it's simply a practice of your faith. And the bigger the faith, the bigger the blessings. Okay, but it was way better than it was last July because when I had to put, sorry. Oh, but yeah, that is where we are now. Thank you. Okay, y'all, how long we been here? 30 minutes? Okay. I have two things I want to share before we go, if we don't have any more questions. One was a channel song that came to me when I was in prayer and meditation for this, and it's so fitting. It's Eve. If you don't know the song, go listen to Eve, Blow Your Mind, and listen to that as God is speaking to you. Let me see. Did you do anything specific to manifest your last job, or did you stay open? Yeah. Oh, I can talk about that real quick before I close it out with the prayer. So my last job. The funny thing is I manifested through revision. That is this. Yes, run it back. I'm going to run this shit back to me. But my last job, I actually manifested through revision before I even understood revision because I had interviewed with them and they had went with someone else. And I was just like, no, like, damn, I got the job. Like, cause I just knew it was mine. So I was thoroughly shocked when they told me they went with someone else. And I was like, no, that can't be. Like, I must have really got the job. And then after I did that revision, a few weeks later, they had reached back out to me and was like, hey, we really did love you. And we don't have a position, but we'll create one for you. Mind you, I created the title of my position and the salary was $50,000 more than what they originally offered me from the other interview. This is why I say it doesn't fucking matter if you understand revision or not. Just simply do it anyway and allow the 3D to rearrange. But I came from the awareness that that job was mine. Like, I truly was shocked when they told me no. So that is how I knew that job was mine. So practice. I say practice manifestation, but it's really just practicing your faith. That's really what practice and manifestation is. It is practicing your faith. It is practicing your power. Stand 10 toes down. I don't care what it looks like. Stand 10 toes down every single time. And if you find yourself in a challenging situation, Tell the 3D, tell your avatar, God's got this. God has already worked it out. So I'm not about to worry. And go take a damn nap or something. Whatever you got to do to take the worry out, do that. I think I talked, Princess, I think I got a video on it actually. But it's like from, I think it's from 2024. It's actually, I think it's one of my most liked videos on my page. I practice every second of every day. Everything builds my faith. Even if I definitely have enough chocolate chips for this cookie. That's funny. Oh yeah, it was definitely through revision. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the beautiful compliments. Y'all, I'm so excited for us because y'all know we mirror each other. We have been mirroring each other on this entire journey. So if I am in my receiving era because I said so and I claim it and I am writing this entire fucking script as I go, you are also in your receiving era. But ask yourself, is this true for me? Okay. And then I also want to leave y'all with the Bible verse. And it was, God is like so good. Like I understand the God is good verse saying so much different now. Like God is so good because when I came out of that meditation, it was already so good. This is the Bible verse that God gave to me. I'm about to read it to y'all. And he gave me the verse, like he gave me the scripture. What was it? The verse. It's Proverbs 24:13. And I saw that before I even knew what it was about. And I'm about to read it to y'all. It says, eat honey, my son, for it is good. Again, that good word. Honey from the comb is sweet to your taste. This goes back to the goodness of God. Please allow yourself to receive the pleasure of goodness in this era. Oh yeah, that's what I want to say. We can keep going. This entire receiving era is about pleasure. That is the whole point of this video. That is the whole point of this era. That's the whole point of God's goodness. It is about pleasure. So allow your internal beingness, allow your divinity, allow your higher self, allow your God self to experience pleasurable events, pleasurable experiences. That is pleasure for you. Again, I say it for you a lot because what works for me may not work for you. I'm simply telling you what worked for me, but it's up to you to truly discover that. And again, we're on a journey, so don't force it. That's another thing for me. I have learned to stop rushing through anything because when you slow down, you will experience pleasure so much deeper. That sounds so weird. But that too, that sounds so weird. But you will experience pleasure. Y'all really have to be open to it. Y'all really. Okay, let me see what else. Y'all, I'm so elated right now. Y'all have no idea. I wanted to have at least 2-3 cups and I had 2-3. See? Want to run. What is that? Oh, okay. Wow, this is the same proverb as the back of the genitive. Oh my God. Yes. I absolutely love when things line up for us because that is confirmation in what I am saying. That is confirmation for what is true for you. Do not doubt it, Goddess. That's going to be another thing. When y'all are receiving this goodness, when y'all know all of this to be true for you, do not doubt that shit. Do not question it. Again, y'all know my favorite question when I face doubt, is this true for me? And the answer is always yes. Do I do coaching? I have plenty of ways in my stand store to get this knowledge, but I currently do not offer any one-on-one coaching unless you email me. I don't have it advertised for reasons. That's crazy. I do love life, girl. I just love it so much. Love it so much. There's no wrong kind of pleasure. Exactly, princess. The word pleasure and alone cannot be wrong. You can't use wrong and pleasure in the same sentence. What's even crazier is I've been having so much ginger this week, and yes, y'all don't even know, ginger is my favorite herb. I put ginger in everything. My tea, my cooking, my bath. I put ginger in everything, y'all. I literally my favorite herb. The tea is from Prince of Peace Ginger Honey. And the crazy thing is, y'all, I just bought some more ginger tea today. I was literally like, I need some more ginger tea, and it's ginger and peppermint. Some more sweet potato bread. That sounds good. And smoothies. I am on a fast. But y'all, I just went to the grocery store because when this fast is over, but I knew for this receiving era for this Lionsgate, for me coming from Vegas for the first time, I knew God has been calling me to fast. And the crazy thing is, this is why I say God is very intentional, because I kept feeling the urge to fast. And I was like, I'm just not going to fast. And every single thing, every video I watched, everything just kept saying, fast. When I fast, I was like, okay, God, like you've been loud and clear. Let me fast. And when I've been fasting, this cosmic clarity that I have received to truly share with y'all so y'all can receive it, it is going to change your life. And I'm not going to say going to. It has already changed your life as you're on this live, as you're watching this video. But you have to have faith. You have to trust, and you have to surrender, and trust and have faith in your surrender. It is literally a circle. Oh my God, that's so fucking good. Like God showed me the circle of eternal life. Literally been showing me this the last few weeks. And the whole faith, trust, and surrender is a whole fucking circle. It just keeps going. You can't have one without the other. I'm sure that's the song. Keep doing that, goddesses. Oh my God, nothing fasted. Look at that. I swear we are so connected. I just love it. I love it here. But anyway, goddesses, I'm about to go. I have so much more to share with y'all. Y'all, I know I have been slacking on my videos, but the crazy thing is I have so many videos to make for y'all in my notes app. Like I have so many videos, so many revelations, so many things. But again, I move how God tells me to move. I'm in pleasure. So when God says yes, then I'm like, all right, let's go. It's go time. So enjoy your beautiful quantum jump. Enjoy the beautiful Lionsgate. Remember, we do not entertain what we do not want to experience. You are remembering, you have remembered who you are. Remember your power and stand 10 toes down in that shit. Do not allow the 3D to shake you. Remember, the 3D is simply a mirror. The only reality that exists is your internal states of being. Who are you being? How are you showing up? Do not let the 3D, which is simply a mirror of illusions, distract you from your power. Again, I just said that the 3D is simply a place for you to practice your power, to practice your faith, because what is the point of unpracticed faith? That would not be fun for your God self. Your God self loves practicing your power. You are the main character now. You are receiving the goodness of God here and now. Claim that shit in the comments. Do not go another moment hoping and wishing. Claim it, declare it with conviction, and stand 10 toes down in that shit every single time. And I love y'all so much. Have a beautiful day, goddesses.